Now we are going to discuss about citizenship. Now, what is the definition of citizenship? It defines as a full and equal membership of political community in which individuals are entitled to certain rights. This is the definition given by NCRT. So just trot law. Okay. Now, if you are given citizenship, you are entitled to some rights. Right? Certain rights. What are those rights? These are the rights: 15, 16, 19, 29, 30. Right to vote, right to contest and hold public office like president, vice president, CAG, constitutional bodies can hold that office. Along with these rights, you have some duties as a citizen. Like you have to pay tax, respect national flag, anthem, defend the country if needed. Also, what are aliens? These aliens, no, they do not enjoy certain articles like Article 22. Article 22 provides for arbitrary arrest and detention. Aliens do not enjoy that. Who are aliens? Aliens are nothing but people from a country who are at war with India. They don't enjoy these rights. Okay, now the president post. In India, now if you want a president post and if a foreigner is there and he acquires citizenship of India, then even if he acquires citizenship by birth or by naturalization, he can become the president. But in USA, only a citizen by birth can become a president. Okay, now there are some constitutional articles which deals with citizenship from Article 5 to Article 11 given in Part 2 of the Constitution. Now these articles, they just deal with the people who became citizens on 26 January 1950, the commencement of the Constitution. Now these articles, detailed provisions are absent in these articles. It does not deal with the problem of acquisition and loss of citizenship. It empowers the Parliament to make a law. Beyond this, if you want to make any provision, then you need to make a law. That is, Citizenship Act 1955 was enacted for doing so. Then Article 5, what does Article 5 says? Any person who has a domicile in India and fulfill any one of these three conditions, that is either born in India, either of his parents born in India, or ordinarily a resident in India for 5 years immediately before 26 January 1950, then only he will be given citizenship. That is what Article 5 says. Then Article 6, any person who migrated to India from Pakistan becomes a citizen if his parents or grandparents are born in undivided India and fulfill any of the two conditions. What are the two conditions? If they have migrated before July 1948, they should be an ordinary resident of India at that point of time. If they have migrated on or after 19th July 1948, then they have to register as a citizen. Now, before registering as a citizen, he has to stay for 6 months. He has to be a resident in India. Then only he can register. So this is the minimum prerequisite. 6 month resident hona chahiye before applying for registration. Then Article 7. Article 7 says that person who migrated to Pakistan on March 1st, 1947, but later returned to India. So if you want citizenship, if those persons want citizenship, they have to be a resident for 6 months preceding for registration. Then Article 8. Article says that person ordinarily residing in India, but his parents or grandparents born in undivided India, then if you want citizenship, he has to register as a citizen by diplomatic or consular representative of India in that country. Means whatever consular office is there in that country, he has to go and register there because he is residing outside India, no? So he has to go there and register if he wants to get citizenship of India. So it covers overseas Indians who want citizenship. Article 9 says no dual citizenship. Any person who won't be citizen of India, because if he acquired the citizenship of a foreign state, automatically citizenship of India will get terminated. Then Article 10, every person is deemed to be a citizen is subject to law made by the Parliament. Then Article 11 says that Parliament has the power to make law regarding acquisition, termination, and other matters. Parliament has the power. That's why we enacted this Citizenship Act 1955. Now, what does the Citizenship Act 1955 say? It says the ways to acquire citizenship. It gives more detailed provisions and laws of citizenship. How to acquire citizenship? By birth. Children of foreign diplomat. Okay, there's an exception to this. Children of foreign diplomat and children of enemy aliens cannot acquire citizenship. Okay, it's simple. If you're born in India, you will get citizenship. But for these people, no citizenship. Foreign diplomat and enemy aliens, children. Then by descent. Means if you are born outside India, then you need to, if you want to Indian citizenship, you need to register in a consulate office within 1 year from being born. Then by registration, I think 7 years time period is given for them. They have to be ordinary resident in India for 7 years. The person of Indian origin should be an ordinary resident in India for 7 years, and the PIO resided outside India or married to a citizen of India, or he is an OCI card holder for 5 years and 12-month ordinary resident. Then only he can apply for registration. These are the criteria for applying for registration. Then by naturalization. Naturalization is nothing but central government will have to be satisfied that that applicant is qualified. That qualification is given in the 3rd schedule, and then he will be granted a certificate. What are these qualifications? They should be mutual naturalization. That is, both countries must allow naturalization. For example, there is foreigner of country X. Country X doesn't give citizenship to Indians through naturalization. If this happens, then India also won't give citizenship. So it is mutual. Naturalization, if he wants through naturalization, should be mutual. Then renounce the citizenship of that country. Then he can get naturalized. Then resided in India or did any government service for 12 months before the date of application. Then in the last 14 years or 11 years, he has to reside in India or do government service discontinuously. And in the last 1 year, continuously he has to live in India before making application. So, or he has to have adequate knowledge of any language mentioned in the 8th schedule. And he has to be good character, abide the constitution, must take an oath also. And the other means of acquiring citizenship given in this act is by incorporation of territory. Like Puducherry was acquired from the French. So all the citizens of that Puducherry, all the people of that people of Puducherry became citizens of India. And as per Assam Accord, people who migrated to India from Bangladesh got citizenship, but only for a temporary period. It was only for 10 years. Then loss of citizenship. How is citizenship lost? By renunciation. You voluntarily give up. So when this happens, even your minor child, they also lose citizenship. But they can get citizenship if they want to once they acquire 18 years. Turn 18 years. Then by termination. This is also voluntary. You acquire the citizenship of another country. But this is not applicable during wartime. During wartime, your citizenship cannot be taken away. You can flee to another country and get citizenship of that country. Your Indian citizenship won't be terminated. That is an exception. Then by deprivation, if you get citizenship by fraud, or if you're disloyal to the constitution, or if you're unlawfully trading or communicated with enemy during war, or if after registration or naturalization within 5 years you got imprisoned in any country for 2 years, then it will be deprivation. Then ordinary resident outside India, if you're living there for 7 years continuously, then you'll be deprived. That's why these Bollywood actors and all, they live outside India, and they have to keep coming back to India once in every 7 years so that they remain Indian citizens. Then foreigners, uh, once given citizenship, they can also be taken away by the central government. It's the discretion of central government. Okay, then this CA 2019, there was a protest regarding this, so some clarification should be there. Now, what does the CA 2019 say? It grants citizenship to 6 minority communities. Who are they? Hindu, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsi, and Christians. 6 minorities from these 3 countries, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. It grants citizenship to them. Now, this act also grants to those who entered India before 31st December 2014. So if these communities, they've entered before this date, on or before this date, they'll get citizenship. How they will get citizenship? By naturalization. Actually, naturalization, no, you have to live in the last 14 years, 11 years you need to discontinuously reside in India, no? 11 years plus 1 year continuously. It was before like this. Now they have relaxed it. You have to stay for 5 years discontinuously and 1 year continuously. So this relaxation was made, and then they are exempt from criminal case and deportation under the Foreigners Act and Passports Act. What is the exception of this Citizenship Act 2019? Citizenship for illegal migrants not applicable if they are moving to states with underline permit, or if they are moving to states with six scheduled areas. Here tribals live, and here inner-line permit. So that is an exception. Now the difference between NRI, PIO, and OCI. Now NRI is a person, he is an Indian citizen, he is residing outside India and holds an Indian passport. PIO is someone like he is holding another country's citizenship, but his ancestors are Indian. OCI are people who have registered and they want OCI card given under the Citizenship Act 1955. Now, NRI may all benefits are available to Indians subject to notification. They get whatever benefits like quota benefits and all the Indian education institutions. They get these benefits. But as PIO, they have no specific benefits, and OCI people, they have multiple. They have a lot of benefits. They have multiple lifelong benefit visa, but special permission for doing R&D activity. If you want to do research, you need some special permission. Apart from that, you have lifelong visa. Then they are exempt from registration with the FRRO. What is FRRO? Foreigners Regional Registration Officer. They are exempt from that. Then parity with NRI, except while buying agricultural land. They can't buy agricultural land. OCI people. Then par with NRI for inter-country adoption of Indian children. They can adopt Indian children. Then treated at par with resident Indians in terms of tariffs, airfares. Like if you go to a museum and all, they charge money, entry ticket. They'll be treated like fee will be levied same as Indians, resident Indians. Then NRI requires no visa for coming to India. PIO requires visa. OCI requires no visa. And then for NRI, no need to register with the local police. PIO, they have to register with the local police if they are staying for more than 180 days. OCI also not required to register with the police. And NRI people, any activity they can do. PIO people, activities as per the type of visa they get. And OCI people, all activities except research work. If you want to do research work, you need special permission. NRI people are Indian citizens. PIO people are ordinary resident of India for 7 years before making application for registration. They have to remain for ordinary resident for 7 years. Then only they can make application if they want to become Indian citizen. Then OCI card holders. For OCI people, if you want to become citizen, you have to become a card holder for 5 years. Then 1 year you need to remain as an ordinary resident, continuously before filing an application for registration. So I think that completes citizenship in 15 minutes. Okay. So thank you for listening. See you in the next video.